Hello, hi, hey there, hey y'all. Welcome to the Silky Stories podcast. I am your host, Chanel Angelique. I'm here to seduce you with sexy, silky, sensual, steamy stories, all in the name of sexual positivity and freedom, plus give my opinions and observations on all things sex, creating a safe space for you to let your freak flag fly. Is everyone letting their flags fly today?
Woohoo!
Ooh. My guest is letting his fly. He's excited. He had no idea what he was coming here for. But now that he's here, I've trapped him. And
I'm into that sort of foreplay sometimes.
see, I picked the right person, right? Today is super duper duper special because I'm reading a poem. It's not exactly erotic, but it is sexy. And it is sexy.
Is it?
It's sexy to me.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, continue.
Don't disrespect me.
Never that.
I have the author of the poem here. See, it's a first. So we get like the direct feedback right away, what happened, what was going on, all that good stuff. So before I get into it, I want to introduce Jamal Hodge. Hello, Jamal.
Hello, Chanel.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm just glad to be here, Just real good, Obviously, I'm talking with my regular voice right now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Ladies, how y'all doing? Freaks, holler at me at the end of this podcast. I'll be dropping my information, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, please. This is definitely a catch sitting here in front of me.
Then why ain't I caught yet? God damn it.
You're a lot to deal with, too. Someone that has a lot of great stuff happening. It's a lot to deal with.
Oh, I thought you meant another way. I am a lot to deal with,
Goodness. Yeah, let's get into
whole
that
lot, ladies. A whole lot.
in a couple minutes. What we're going to get into right now, you have a brand new book out.
Yes, ma'am.
Give us the name, please.
Well, the name of the book is The Dark Between the Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an exploration through suffering, evil, and redemption. And how you can transmutate pain into freedom, positivity, joy if you just take your hurts and your sufferings and then you give it meaning by making it useful to others in a positive way.
I love to listen to you speak, Jamal.
I love to listen to you speak too.
Do you?
I do. I'm trying to match the same energy with my voice.
Good.
So now it's a little more sultry.
A little silky.
A little silky.
Just the way I like it.
That's right.
What? This is why we get together just once a year. But anyway, I am going to get into this poem from your book, and it is called Pink Banana. Here we go. Observing similarities in the phallus and her favorite fruit, she gripped the root. With the fruit knife, peeled skin to hanging flaps at the side of bloody pink. Screams, ceaseless, but for her, a smile. This would be unlike any smoothie she'd ever blended before. Yes, I think that is sexy. I'm sorry.
It hurts. It hurts to even hear that read out loud.
Why would it hurt?
Because I'm a man.
You'll be fine.
I know. That's why I wrote it.
So what were you thinking that moment in particular? Was this like, and I have so many questions. So the first thing is, what were you thinking when you wrote that?
Oh, well, you know me. I'm a troll, technically, like most artists. Mm-hmm. Most of the good ones were all trolls. So it's like, how can you get a message across and get the biggest emotional reaction that you can? The whole point of that poem is to make people laugh out loud at something that you shouldn't be laughing at. It's actually completely sick. But it also was to point out that, fellas, we're when it's time for women to feel like you deserve some suffering, they don't give a fuck.
Lord.
They're gonna go all day talking it funny. They're gonna be laughing at all types of wild stuff. Like, oh, she castrated him, girl.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Made a whole smoothie out of that.
Oh my gosh, no.
But
no.
I wrote it because I felt like I was touching to my inner feminist, and I was just thinking, what would be the ultimate revenge for a health nut? A serial killer health nut.
Yeah.
You
Good
know.
thinking. Good thinking.
So I guess this is what came to my sick, twisted brain. But people seem to really like it. It's been published in other publications before it made its way to The Dark Between the Twilight. And that's part of the first section, which more focuses on evil, the darkness inside the soul, imagination, stuff like that. So there's a lot of fantasy scenarios, theoretical scenarios in that first section of the book. And then the second section is more about my personal shortcomings, failings, and torments that I experienced as a homeless child, going through foster care and the different things you have to overcome when they say to torture a child, punish him when he does something wrong, and then punish him when he does something good, right? And when you keep on doing that to a kid, after a while, you start to break their spirit to where either they'll shut down or they'll lash out at the world because the world becomes meaningless.
Yeah.
So going into that sort of like dark place, it's kind of like that's what the second section is about, and kind of like introspective shortcomings and lies that we tell ourselves. I feel like, I'm using myself in the book as a doorway to the reader's own personal soul, because the things that are most personal are the most universal, like we always say. So the deeper you're willing to go and the more you want to open yourself up, and the more you be like, damn, I don't want nobody to know this. If you put that out there, a lot of times, like, you'll see that many people, I can't say most people, but many people have gone through the same experience.
Okay.
So the things that we try to hide are actually the things that will most bring us closer together. So through that example in that book, I try to use my example to pull people to the light. So, like, I was pulled kicking and screaming to the light. So that's what the book is.
I love it. I think that you have a way of, I'll speak for myself, making me see things in a different way.
Oh, what I do to you, baby? Tell me.
Yes,
what I do to you. What I
let
do
me
to
get a little
you.
closer to the
What I
microphone.
do to you.
No, the way you tell a story.
Oh, it's just that. Where I tell a story with my fingertips.
Oh my god. Do you know? But it's just pure dopeness, and just a little bit that I was able to read from your book. I'm like, okay, I need to read the whole thing. Can't wait till I get it. Stop saying that I don't have it because I don't love you, because that's not true.
What else could it be?
I told you what it is.
I tortured myself for months. I took a fragment of my soul, I shattered it, and I cut my life on it, and I bled onto the page, and then I put it out into the world to not only humiliate myself but be completely vulnerable. And you still don't have it yet.
Shame on me. I'm getting my shit together, okay? So, since we are on the Silky Stories podcast, I want to ask you, because I feel like...
How big is it? No.
Oh, my God.
No. What's up?
We saved that for the last 5 minutes of the show.
Oh, okay. It's going to take me a lot more than 5 minutes to explain. But I'm sorry. It's bigger than 5 minutes.
I like that. I'm going to use that word. Do you like erotica? Do you like reading it?
When I was a teenager,
So you don't like it now?
I don't need it now. I live it, baby.
Oh my gosh. But okay, so something that's fun for me.
Yeah.
I write erotica,
Oh, I
and
know that.
you don't know this about me?
Of course, I know this about you.
Anyway, I live it too, though. So like part of it kind of like goes hand in hand. I write about things I want to do. I write about things I have done. So it's just a full circle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you still it's just not because you live it. You just don't.
No, I'll read anything. Shit, I could write some erotica.
I know.
Yeah, you know. He decided to stop using 2 fingers and to use the whole fist. No,
The whole fist. Not the whole fist.
no.
Ouch.
Not for her. Just an experience.
Oh my goodness.
We gotta do it for a modern age, you know. It's no virgins no more.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, just to be clear, you have been published like an uber amount of times.
Well, like a lot of times in magazines and different some of Michael Bailey's anthologies, which are probably the best anthologies in the world. Him and Ellen Datlow, basically. You know, and then stuff in Africa. My brother, man, I never want to butcher his name. You know what I mean? Mr. Pecky, he's incredible. Incredible. The work he's doing out of Africa, putting Africa on the map. And I've had like most people who succeed in any business, I've had help and support from some of the best people in the business. So like Linda Addison, my mentor, definitely supported me. Lee Murray definitely supported me. She's like the biggest horror writer. She's in New Zealand. She's basically the Stephen King in New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Linda Addison is basically the mentor of mentors. She's the most decorated person in the genre of dark poetry. So basically, she kind of took me under her wing, told me to keep going when I felt like, I can't get it right. It just wasn't right. You know what I mean? And then I had a lot of support from Michael Bailey, who's like I was saying before, he's like, everybody's in his books. Stephen King, Chuck Palahniuk, who did Fight Club, Josh Malerman, who wrote Bird Box, that Bird Box stuff with the blindfolds, Sandra Bullock and all that.
Yeah.
He's a writer of all of that and stuff. So I'm like in books with those people.
Yeah.
I've been in like books with Stephen King twice, Chuck Palahniuk, Stephen Graham Jones, all these great names. They even don't know who the hell I am probably, but they're like, who's this guy, Jamal? His name, it sounds like Bob for black people. Who's this Jamal? He sounds like a generic Negro. So like I've been in a bunch of these publications with people that I aspire to be like, and when you write besides people like that, it forces you to up your game, and you just become better. It brings out the best in you. So I've been blessed in that way. It all led during the pandemic to writing this book, The Dark Between the Twilight. And the whole thing about it leading to that was that I didn't know if I was going to make it out alive or not. So many people I knew was like dying around me during that time. Even a person that was like my dad, you know what I mean? So a lot of people were dying from mysterious, it was just a weird time. We're kind of like coming out of that time, but not fully out of it yet. We're all still recovering, I feel like. But anyway, so I wanted this book to be like, if I could leave anything behind that would tell my story and help people the way I want to help people as my entire mission statement.
Yeah.
That's what I put this book out for.
Okay.
So I wanted to be completely honest, vulnerable. I really wanted to be brave and courageous enough to be vulnerable enough to live my truth.
Okay.
and from that example for the reader, allow them to do the same in their own life.
Okay.
So that's the purpose ultimately of this book. Crystal Lake believed in me, and they gave me a shot, and it's been doing pretty good. I mean, when its first week, it was like number one in new poetry on Amazon. It also was number 5 behind like Maya Angelou. You know what I mean? That's number 4 for selling poetry collections, which is crazy.
Yes.
And then it was also number 1 in African American poetry.
Yeah.
But I mean, how much of us write that shit though? But it was interesting. So it was it came out beyond all my wildest dreams. Thank everybody for their support who pre-ordered, and it's had a lot of write-ups. They compared my ghetto ass to Yeats.
Oh.
I was like, oh, Yeats. I'm from the South Bronx. What the hell? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was it's funny stuff, but like it's just motivated me to be better, because there's people that have hit me up about how the book impacted them and stuff like that. And when you're not used to getting those sort of messages, it's just, even if I feel like if you are able to free one other soul with what you do as an artist, then what you created was a success.
Okay.
Ultimately, because money comes and goes. One day we're all going to be dead, but the impact of what we create outlives us, and it actually, even if it's a drop in the ocean, it's still starting to change that ocean. It's the beginning of a change.
Yeah.
And no one person is responsible for all of this. So all of us doing our part creates a lot of drops, in that
It's
ocean.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's good to have a successful contribution to the betterment and empowerment of other human beings.
Yeah.
So I was really moved by that. I thought I had no heart, but I realized that I do. I thought I was heartless,
Really?
but no. Now I guess I'm a poet, so I'm a little bitch.
No.
That's what I'm
You
playing.
have a big heart, Jamal.
I'm playing. No, but nah. It was just good to just really. It's the greatest reward of doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're planning to do certain tours with it. Start doing book signings. Start really going out there and
Yes.
really moving the product.
Yeah.
The publisher seems to be happy with the sales so far, but we're just getting started. And then we have like some other things coming out that are really,
Nice.
really good that I'm happy about.
Okay. So, how long has it been your dream to have your own book?
Since I was like 9, I think. I always used to write to escape the demons and the abuse when I was a kid. So, being able to escape to other worlds was like my happy place, because this world was so painful and hopeless.
Yeah.
But like, and a lot of that didn't have to do with like my environment only. It's also just my internal state.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times as artists, certain artists, we're born with like a hole in our soul, and it never really goes away. It's almost like you can pull from the spirit realm or from the universal conscious mind more because you're close to it, because you kind of got one foot in this world and one foot in the next.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, though, some people like Robin Williams can fall completely into there, not really want to be here anymore, and that's why there's a lot of high suicide rates in
Yeah.
people like artistic people,
Yeah.
because a lot of times they have this hole and they think, oh, if only I make this money, I can feel it. If only I'm loved by this woman, I could feel this man, I could feel it. When I have these kids, I could feel it. If only the whole world loves me, it can feel it. And then what happens when you have all those things and the hole is still there?
Exactly.
So there's a lot of despair that can go there. So a lot of times the only way to do that is to fill it with dreams. And I feel like the creative process is what keeps me away from the ledge and a lot of people from the ledge and keeps us progressing. Because when you're always looking inside or outside, inward and outward, a lot of times you find a lot of darkness in the world. And it could be overwhelming for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it doesn't seem like there's any meaning or reason. But the meaning, we get to create the meaning.
Yeah.
And when the pain seems meaningless, that's what really torments you.
Yeah.
But when you take it and you turn it into a tool to help other people, then it has meaning. Then even if it wasn't worth it, it's still, you can accept it as necessary, what happened in the past, and you can make peace with the past.
Yeah.
Because now it's a tool for somebody else in the present. So, just for me, I didn't know deeply that's really was my big why I wanted to create. But I knew I wanted to have my own book because I wanted to just be another contributor to the drop in the ocean, right?
Okay.
I wanted to see. I wanted the world to know I exist, which is what most of us want, but I also wanted to contribute to the ideas, the collective idea. I wanted to contribute something to that paradigm.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
Well, congratulations. I love to see dreams come true. And I just cheer you on. I'm always rooting for you because not only are you great in your professional space, but personally, you you're pretty cool personally. So
I
you
try
know.
to be when I'm around women, but the reality is I'm a piece of shit. Imagine. Just pure authenticity. No.
No. What I do want to know is,
Yes,
first
ma'am.
question, how old were you when you wrote your first poem? Mm.
I don't remember. I think we had to do one in a writing class when I was like in junior high school.
Okay.
But I never set out to be a poet. I'm actually like a writer of. I wrote like by the time I was 16, I had written like fantasy, sci-fi stuff. I'm really like a sci-fi nut.
Okay.
Which nobody really knows. I used to have a telescope in the hood, and everybody thought I was a pervert. I think I told you this last time.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So
But I
know,
love telescopes.
they were right. No. I'm a pervert now.
You're right.
Yeah, but all artists are perverts. Let's be honest. But like I have my little telescope. I'm always been into planets and stars. Even the Loving Venus, the video I made for it, I took the actual sound of Venus and played it throughout. It's all this crazy stuff. I'm just like a nerd with that stuff.
Nice.
So that's what most of my stuff was. But I always try to imagine like black people in space, black people saving the world, black people solving these global issues, because I had never really seen that. Actually, Octavia Butler really set me on that path. Actually, I should give a shout out to Cherie Renee Thomas, because her anthology Dark Matter, when I was a young adult, that and I was like, oh, nobody else is doing this, and then I saw all these amazing black people doing this, all this, writing these amazing black. I could not believe it. There was a whole community out there, people doing it, and doing it so well, So I became obsessed. Brought anything Octavia Butler would make. Just really like that's how I ended up knowing about Linda Addison. It was from that book.
Yeah.
So that book really, that's what I'm saying. You never know the impact a book is gonna have on somebody.
It's true.
Like, who knows what I would have been writing, or if I'm sure I would have been writing, because you don't really have a choice. Well, I don't have a choice. Speak for myself. But I don't know if I would have had the confidence.
Okay.
Like that, to be the first, or the courage. It takes a lot of courage to be the first, to see nobody looks like you and to still step forward. This is why I have so much respect for people like Linda Addison, because, just to be able to step out like that when it's just you, that's big. That's big.
Yeah, definitely. Being a writer,
Yes.
Now I want to get into your romantic side. Being a writer, have you ever written anything for someone that you were trying to get with to like impress her or something like that?
Yeah, when I was very young.
Did it work?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. But it wasn't worth it.
Oh god. Wait. You trying to say your poem was way better than the session? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just trying to say it wasn't worth it. That's all I'm saying. And then I realized, man, I ain't doing this no more. I'm not gonna start at such a deficit in the relationship. Putting myself in the sucker position from out the jump.
No, it's sweet. I think it's sweet.
Yeah, man. But you like give all your power away. And these girls start wilding when you stop. I don't know why I want to be writing this shit all the time. Like, I'm stuck. If that's how you start, then you're going to be stuck doing it forever. Yeah, you used to write for me, and you don't write no more.
Yes, you have to
And
keep
yeah,
up the same
like,
energy.
Fuck, I got to do this forever. I got to write her a whole book she don't got to pay for. I was too stupid to just keep on writing and then bind it and sell it. At the time, I was too young and too stupid, but you know. Yeah. I do write for certain people that I care about every now and then, but that hasn't really been the situation in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, it's good to don't hate me, ladies, but like I always say, it's like it's actually hard to find a romantic woman. So men a lot of times we're the romantics. Like we're the ones who do the romance. Women receive the romance,
I
right?
get you. Yeah.
So it's like a lot of times it's not reciprocated.
Mm-hmm.
And men, we want to be romanced a little bit too.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's all.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get you into a little round of Would You Rather.
Okay.
Of course, it's the Silky Podcast edition.
I'd rather do all the freaky shit.
I believe you, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You should.
so this one is a little lightweight. It's a little easy.
Okay.
Would you rather have the best sex of your life once more and that's it, or mediocre sex for the rest of your life?
So that means after I have that sex again, I'll be a celibate?
Yeah.
Mediocre sex for the rest of my life.
Okay. Why is that?
Because, I want to use the dick I was born with. I don't want it to go to waste.
You don't want it to go away.
Yeah, it's a muscle. You got to work it out. I can't. I'm going to be punching off for the rest of my life. It's terrible. And for men, mediocre sex is still better than mediocre sex for women.
No, this is true. This is true.
It's different. Like, it's like eating baked chicken every day. It's all right. It's like it's never really bad, but it's not.
I get it. I get it. Oh my.
You're bound to orgasm as a dude at least once. And at this age, that's sometimes enough for me. I'll be honest. I gotta work, man. I got books to write.
Yeah, you do. Gotta schedule all these things.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that's cool. For me, yeah, I think my answer is this. Wait. Yeah, no, my answer is the same because I'd rather. Oh, that's gonna suck. Mediocre sex. Okay, fine. Anyway, I'd rather be having sex than.
Not.
Yeah. Like, okay, that one great, excellent time. It's gonna stay in my mind for a while, but
it's already in your mind. That's why it doesn't make sense. Right. You're getting more of the same.
Getting more of the same.
Yeah, because you said the exact same experience, so you're getting more of the same.
Oh my god.
It's like, I just get to go back. It's like you can never go back.
You are a mess. Would you rather never have a good meal again or never have good sex again? Food or sex?
So, this is pretty easy because I'm logical.
Yes.
So, there's always going to come, naturally, there's going to come a point where you can't have sex anyway. But you can always have a good meal. So, a good meal, food is always more important than sex.
Okay.
Because actually, the majority of a relationship is two people eating together. That's actually where you spend most of your time in a relationship. It's actually somebody you can eat with.
Okay.
So to have a fulfilling life, and most business and deals are done over a meal, and most family bonding is done over a meal. So actually the meal is way more important than fucking.
So, for someone who may struggle with social anxiety or issues with people, should they sit down and have more meals with people?
I don't care about those people. I don't know them. No.
It was so lovely having you here today.
Fuck those people. Nah. My answer to that would be everything depends. If those people are healthy, yes. If those people are unhealthy, no. You shouldn't just sit down with random people that don't have your best interests at heart. You should always eat with people that you're willing to starve with.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. Now, I like asking this question because it makes me get to know people a little bit better.
Uh-oh.
All right. During sex, would you
It
rather...
leans to the left.
Thank you for that.
Oh, that's not what... Oh, my bad.
No,
I'm sorry.
But I loved all the little random tidbits. Thank you.
Oh,
I
sorry.
appreciate
I
them.
apologize. We'll continue.
During sex, would you rather be handcuffed or blindfolded?
Neither.
You have to pick one.
Because I like to be in control. I like to dominate.
Okay.
So I would never be handcuffed.
Okay. So you
would
never
be handcuffed, or the other females.
Yeah.
This imaginary female where for reference would be handcuffed and tied up. I actually learned some of that stuff that I used to indulge in when I was a little younger.
Really?
But how to tie chicks up and knots and all that stuff.
Were you a Boy Scout?
Sure.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I really I definitely like being completely in my masculinity.
Okay.
And I like a woman to be completely in her femininity.
That takes me to this. So you're not the get pushed down on the bed type. You do the pushing down on the bed.
That's actually one of my techniques. I be telling dudes, it's like a secret for the men out there, you know. You gotta go in, you're eating the box or whatever, you lift her up, you're doing your thing, and then right when she's about to orgasm, you just throw her.
Just throw her.
Just throw her.
Okay.
To the bed, of course.
To the
but you
bed.
just throw her.
Yeah.
And then when she hits the bed, then you jump and you attack the box.
Okay.
And then she just starts orgasm uncontrollably.
Wow. And this is like a tried,
Yes,
tested.
it's a try and true method.
Okay.
Yeah. She feels so feminine as she's flying through the air.
Mm-hmm.
That she's just soaring, thrown by the force of your masculine strength. And she's soaring through. And then she hits the bed. And then you're already on the box. And she's about. You can picture this in slow motion.
Yes. You set up a beautiful visual for me just now. So I think I pretty much got it all covered.
Oh, okay.
Before I kick you up out of here, because I know you have a million things to do.
I don't.
I need to know what's happening next. What do you have coming up that you can share with us? And then tell people how they can follow you.
Well, of course, my book is still happening now. Still next. It just came out, The Dark Between the Twilight.
Yes.
But Another book that I'm really excited for with the same publisher, Crystal Lake Entertainment, is called, I'm sorry, The Bestiary of Blood. And it's a crazy, crazy anthology. It's my first anthology as an editor.
Ooh.
And word on the street, it might be, this is like a little flex, but it might have some of the biggest names ever put together in an anthology, from an editor of color that's a male.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I'm fishing. I'm trying to go for every single category you can get.
You go right
but,
ahead.
but it has 36 contributors.
Okay.
18 of those contributors, so half of them are basically Stoker Award winning, which is like the Oscars of horror writing.
Wow.
Stoker Award winning writers. It has, I think, 3 or 4 Lifetime Achievement Award winners in it, and 2 Grandmasters. And it's coming out October 4th. The book is basically Aesop's Fables meets Sounds of the Lambs with a touch of the Twilight Zone.
Okay.
So it's like Aesop's Fables for a modern world. It is through anamorphic beings, animals, and metaphors and references for the modern age from some of the sickest, most twisted minds alive today. So that's coming out October 4th. I'm super excited about it. Bestiary of Blood.
Yeah.
And then I also have a movie that we just finished called Take It to the Grave. I'm really excited for. It's a crazy, crazy rom-com that I don't think people are going to be ready for. Super happy with that. Shout out to the whole team, Kalani, Naga-san, Ken, Michael, just everybody.
All of them.
Allison, my left-hand lady. Just everybody. So many people sacrificed to put this film together. And it's going to be dropping probably pretty soon. Next year, we'll have more information on that.
Okay.
On the date. You can find me at www.writerhodge.com, and also at on Instagram, I'm Director H, no space. And yeah, my regular name, Jamal Hodge, on Facebook, but I'm hardly, I'm not old enough to be on that all the time. But Instagram is good. I'm also now on TikTok. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm a little old for that. But I'm on it now as Director H as well. So
Okay.
I really appreciate anybody that will support the book. If you like it, share it, please. And yeah, we're here. We're here. We're Apple Tree. We're making our apples, and just trying to be a force for good in the world.
Absolutely. I support you. I'm always cheering you on.
That's right.
And I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your genius. I appreciate your friendship. So
Thank you. I appreciate you too.
Thank you.
That
means a lot coming from him.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to sit with me today. Even though you
Anytime.
didn't know what you were coming for, you were a great sport.
I like surprises. See, that's the I like to be in control, but I like to be surprised.
Ooh. I love that. I love giving surprises. Thank you so much, Jamal.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Awesome.
The silky golden glam.
And thank you everyone for listening. Thank you
guys
for giving me your time and laughing with us. Do tune in next week when I'll have some more laughs and another exciting story or poem. Also, if you have anything you want to share with me, any questions, any responses, please get at me in the DMs at Silky Stories Podcast, or you can reach me directly at Chanel_Angelique_. So again, until next time, stay silky, y'all. Later.